Hey guys, I just got a message that I think Walmart may now be a major customer for round two, and Ollie's is getting ready to do a styrene dump or receive one. Just saying. Wow, sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to put you through all that. So here I am cruising down the highway at the speed of green screen, and just felt like doing something different today. Now, a lot happened today for the little bit of model building. Well, actually, I did get some model building done. Okay, first thing, got the base coat, the Imperial Japanese gray painted on the Hosho. And I got the Boeing Vertol BV107 trimmed, at least one side of it, which reminds me, oh my gosh, the decals are out there soaking right now. I knew I forgot to do something. Well, I'll go handle it. Got plenty more decal stripe. The other thing, which is kind of the big news, was that Horizon Models in Australia sent me I thought they were going to send me a model. They sent me 3 models. Now, they have a catalog of about 5 models. They're all rockets, Cold War stuff, early space age. And I told them I'd do a review, and I warned them ahead of time that, look, it'll be an honest review. You know, I mean, I appreciate the free models to be sure, but I'm going to go ahead and just call them like I see them. And what I see is really, really good. And I'm not saying this because they gave me some free models. It's just that they were I built this. I haven't had a chance to sand it or paint it or anything, but I built this in about an hour. And the Redstone kit that they sent me, it has 3 options. You can get the Redstone military rocket, you can get the Explorer Wonder, you can get one of the other later payload rockets. I think it's the WESAT. And everything fit like a glove. There was no flash. The recessed lines are excellent. What they do is they give you 2 of the same runner tree, or we like to call them sprue trees, which means you're going to have some extra parts left over, which are going to be great for kit bashing or doing other projects. So that's a feature, not a bug. And the other thing is that the kit went together without any argument. Like I said, there was no flash. The parts were easy to get off. It took I didn't do any sanding. It took just a little bit of using the God's Hands clippers. It took just a little bit of X-Acto knife here and there to remove a few little burrs from where the gates were at for the runners, and totally not a thing. Everything sealed up pretty nice. 1 or 2 little gaps that I might have had were probably for me over trimming a few spots. The plastic, the styrene they use is easy to work with. It's kind of malleable. But I have no complaints. I haven't used their decals yet, which I'm sure are fine. Of course, they give you decals for all 3 sets. They also sent me the Atlas and the Mercury Redstone. But be able to get an option of 3 out of 1 kit, I think is a great idea. They knocked this out of the park for my money. I'd heard good things, read good things about them online. There might be some detail junkies. That comes with a little photo etch also. There might be some detail junkies out there that might say, well, because since the sides are identical and every rocket was a little bit different, they have very detailed instructions to tell you, well, you need to cover this up or drill holes here if you want to make that version. So they're very clear about that. The instructions are very easy to read, and I just have no complaints about it. If there's something wrong with them, one of you guys that built one, let me know, because I certainly didn't have a problem. And that's all I had to say about that. Good job, Horizon Models. I am impressed. Oh, they did want me to point out that I believe for the rest of April they've got a special going on, and believe you can get 2 models at about a $25 discount. So that's good. I forget exactly what the price point is on these things, but it's not outrageous. I mean, I saw $158 for a 1/32 scale Tamiya P-51 Mustang Korean War era, and I'm sure it's got 1,000 parts that are all incredibly Tamiya engineered. And for some modelers, that's great. That's how they roll. But for straight up Cold War missilery, these guys didn't make it any more complex than it needed to be, and for my money, it looks great. So 5 stars. I give them big thumbs up to Horizon Models. Also, seem like some really great guys to work with too. They're just, the only problem is that they're down in Australia, so you got to find somebody that carries them up here, order them and wait a while. We all know what's going on in that regard. So that's what we had. Also, one reason I'm out here, and by the way, as you can tell, I am sweating pretty good, but you can probably hear the yard equipment going on in the background. I am in the garage with the door up because it is really humid down here, and this thing is not air conditioned. But I just felt like doing something different today. And also, I was about to say, I'm out here in the garage because there's going to have to be some changes made because of just things. And let me explain. One of the things is I am super grateful to everyone for just everything. This channel has turned into way more than I ever expected. But with every plus comes a minus. And that is apparently my humble little corner of the internet has become high profile enough that there are concerns about things like identity theft, which is one reason I never like to give you guys names or information out, but even of this channel, that it's gotten high enough profile. Boy, I can't believe I'm saying this. High profile enough that people might start trying to make money off of by claiming to be Max's models and open up bogus Patreon accounts or anything like that. I don't monetize. If you see anything with my name hinting at selling something or send money or join Patreon, it's not. My wife did open an Instagram account today for me, so I'm out there, Max's Models. If you want to be, it's not that I plan to use it that much, but Facebook's kind of been falling down on the job on me. It's just, I've had a lot of issues with Facebook. But the main reason she wanted to do it was so no one else could claim the name on Instagram and start spoofing the site and that sort of thing. I never thought I'd have these kind of concerns, but there you have it. Also, I really have got to just clean out the Tarbus. I was planning to do a video today called The Tarbus Story, sort of give you guys a whole background on how that thing evolved, but when this other stuff cropped up, I figured, well, that needs today's attention. So at some point, I need to really get the Tarbus, and I need to come in here and rearrange the garage, which I did a little bit of today, which is one of the many reasons I'm sweating. And that's the situation. So the channel will at some point, you'll see some changes being made just in the background, everything as I sort of figure out what I want to do. I hoard all these boxes because, we all have we see people paying $50 for a 60-year-old vintage model airplane box, and we just kind of cringe. I mean, God, I threw those things away, and I'm kind of pack ratting too much stuff. I'll probably keep any of the older vintage boxes, but I may have to just start tossing the older stuff. And, but the empty boxes, including the ones up on the wall, when I first built the Tarbus, I came home from a trip and my wife had, I guess I'm telling you the story of the Tarbus, there wasn't anything on the walls. I mean, once I got the walls, they were clean and white and everything, and I tacked a few things up, but pretty much everything you see up on the walls of the Tarbus is stuff that's been built since in the shed. That's what we used to call it. Tarbus came because of you guys later on, and I like the name. But and now, of course, it's moved into the garage because I've just accumulated so much stuff, which, by the way, that's not a complaint, so that we're very clear. But I'm kind of a natural pack rat, and I find stuff I put away 20 years ago and forgotten about, and that's as worthless now as it was then, but you never know what's going to hold value. Anyway, so I'll figure it out, but I need to gut this garage. There's so much crap in here, not even related to models I pack ratted away that could create a lot of room. It's supposed to be a 2-car garage, but anyway, so the Tarbus needs to get cleaned out. I got a lot of stuff in storage in there, that projects that have been on the back burner because I pushed them aside, forgot about them, and stuff that I'll probably never use that I just, again, have trouble just throwing stuff away. Just like I have trouble cutting up a good model for a kit bash. I'm just going to have to discipline myself. And but anyway, but I love the artwork. But also looking at the stash shows my future, and looking at the boxes of stuff I've already built, even though like nesting dolls, these boxes usually have 3 or 4 boxes inside them. But it's like it's like your history. The build history. My build history is on the walls of the Tarbus and on the shelves of the garage. And now, of course, some of it's online, but I don't know. is it going to sound silly to say there's something a little romantic about looking at model box art? I just enjoy it. And today, Mike Machat was talking about his life as a commercial aviation artist, and he's done some box art, and it only made me want to hold on to the art even more. Oh, by the way, the box art from Horizon Models is outstanding. I asked them who did their artwork; they haven't got back to me yet, but that's just I love it. It's great, and the boxes are different. The front has the box art, and the back has the paint schemes and everything. And I love it when kit model companies do that. You're getting so much extra for your money, and you got all these cool parts that are left over that'll come in handy for something at some point. And since we got the kit bash build coming up in a few months, I'm sure these bits and bobs will be used for all kinds of stuff. Well, okay, I think I've talked myself out. I need to go finish decaling that model. Assuming the decals haven't shriveled up and floated away. I'll try to get some pictures of the finished helicopter up to you, because I'm going to go back to the Tarbis after I shoot this. But I wanted to get this done while I had natural lighting for the green screen, which probably isn't going to help that much, but I just didn't feel like setting up all the lights. Guys, take care of yourselves, and as always, model on. Ouch. So, God, that was horrible. It's the first time I picked this